President Trump's sweeping budget cuts to scientific institutions could threaten Australia's ability to predict extreme weather events. As data gathering and sharing dries up, Australia is facing the prospect of being underprepared when severe weather approaches.
When it comes to predicting tropical cyclones, incoming dry spells or even severe heat waves, Australia relies on observations from around the globe.
If you think about this kind of butterfly effect where maybe a butterfly flapping its wings in the Amazon jungle has an effect on the weather on the other side of the planet, it's a little bit like that. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but we need to forecast the weather in Australia. We need observations over the whole planet.
Satellites tracking data on Earth, observations of the atmosphere and the oceans are all taken into account when forecasting.
Meteorologists like myself and the Bureau of Meteorology rely so heavily on weather forecast models, and they rely almost entirely on the observational data coming to them. And a lot of that data does come from the US. So if they turn off a series of their data streams to us, it means that the forecast models that we rely so heavily on won't be as accurate.
Though a portion of this data may soon disappear. Since March, the Trump administration has announced sweeping cuts at space agency NASA and NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. 1,000 positions have been cut at NOAA, most recently in departments which would see the agency's Ocean and Atmospheric Research section dismantled. At NASA, the proposed cuts impact their Earth observation missions. There's also major changes in the works to the National Science Foundation, with a proposed reduction to Antarctic observations and research.
We've already seen some cuts announced to something called the Defence Meteorological Satellite Program, and these satellites are used for monitoring tropical cyclones. They're used for monitoring sea ice.
The United States is a leader in ocean observations, and financial cuts aren't the only concern for experts. Policy changes could also restrict data sharing, which up until now has been free and open to everyone. Scientists say these political changes overseas could offer a chance to Australia to lift its game when it comes to data gathering.
And Australia already plays a significant role. It could play more of a role. Australia could look at building strong partnerships with, which we already have, with Europeans, with Japan, with other countries.
Despite the proposed cuts, the Bureau of Meteorology released a statement this month saying there is currently no impact on Bureau services, adding the Bureau is on track to add additional observation data to its numerical weather prediction models, mitigating known cessation of services from US satellites. Nicolina Carufe, Sky News Weather.